love Jesus. We sliding that deal. And then so we started talking, and it was like, hey, do you know Mr. Hodge? I know you go to Brandon. I was like, Mr. Hodge, yeah. And he was like, that's my dad. I was like, never mind. But actually, no, we started talking. We talked till 12 a.m. and then I fell asleep actually. And I texted her the next morning. And then we started talking. We got along. A week later, I asked her to be my girlfriend. We got together, and then it was good. She came to my graduation, heard my speech and everything. Holla at you, Brandon folks. Keep moving forward. She heard my speech and everything. And then, like, that was my first kiss, actually, that day. She gave me my first kiss, so it was special. But it was great. And then fast forward. Fast forward in the summer. One day, Chaz's parents actually were with me when it happened. She was just like, hey, Victor, I don't think we can do this anymore. School, I gotta focus on school. In the summer, you gotta focus on school. So she was like, I gotta focus on school and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, my heart's broken. And then that night, actually, I just like, see, I knew God, but I felt like, because I was in love with her though, I put our relationship before God. And because I had no foundation, depression came and I crumbled. Some of you guys are here today and you just went through a breakup and depression is coming. And you're crying every night, contemplating suicide. That night I had pills that they gave to me for my knee. And I took the pills and tried to overdose and kill myself. By the grace of God, it didn't work. The next day I tried it again. By the grace of God, it didn't work. Then Spencer came. He was like, hey, yo, we're going to camp next week. You want to come to camp? And I was like, no. I was like, and I finally said yes. If it weren't for camp, I would be dead right now. If it weren't for Spencer, I'd be dead right now. If it weren't for someone saying, I'm not going to give up on you, I'll go out of my way to make sure that you see Jesus. Camp was a revival for me. I felt love that I never felt before. And some of you guys are here today because you need to feel love. You need to have someone tell you that they love you. And I'm telling you, Jesus loves you. Jesus loved you so much that he died on the cross for you. So after camp, it was great. I saw miracles. I saw chains break off my life that I never thought would be broken off. And then one night, I went to bed like at 10. Olivia texted me again. She was like, hey, Victor, how you doing? I woke up the next morning like at 6 p.m. And it wasn't like a regular workout. I just feel like the overwhelming love and compassion of God telling me where it was like Jesus himself told me, hey, Victor, wake up. You got destiny. And so I woke up, and after I did my devotionals and everything, I read the text and I was like, yeah, I'm doing good. Hey, and then she was like, hey, Victor, can you pray for me? My parents are getting a divorce. And in one season when I've been like, hey, you hurt me, never talk to me again. I never want to talk to you again. God gave me the compassion. See, if I never went through the depression, I would never have the compassion. God gave me the compassion and love that I needed for her in that time and said, I'll pray for you. See, because of Jesus, divorce won't stand. See, Jesus first had to die before he was resurrected. And the story of Lazarus, I remember Martha said that if you had been here, my brother would not have died. And some of us are like today, God, if you're really God, why did my parents get a divorce? If you're really God, why are bad things happening to me? If you're really God, why did my boyfriend or my girlfriend just break up with me? If you're really God, why is there a shooting in Vegas? If you're really God, why is Quentin in the hospital? But some of you have to know there has to be a death before there is a resurrection. There has to be a Saturday in between the Sunday. Friday is Good Friday because we see it looking back from Sunday. But the day in between, the day where like everyone's like all hope is lost. This guy was supposed to rescue Israel, but he's in a borrowed grave. Some of you guys are in that Saturday, but every setback is a step up for a comeback. Saturday was a step up for the comeback. And if he didn't die, there wouldn't be a miracle. If there was never a breakup, I wouldn't be right here. I probably wouldn't. Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life. If you believe in me, even though you die, you will rise. My neighbor this summer, so I was in my house, minding my own business, and this dude came up to my house and he's like, hey, yo, we just perform emergency operations next door. Do you have the keys? And I was like, no, I don't have the keys. Fast forward the following Sunday, my dad had told me that my neighbor had committed suicide. And I saw this person every single day. And I didn't, I was prideful in a way. Because I had the hope of the world. I knew Jesus Christ. And I never knew what she was going through. But I had the authority to invite her to church or to tell her about Jesus. And because I didn't, that woman committed suicide. Suicide is caused by depression. And she was going through something. That's why I got my passion for it. That's why I'm standing here on stage today. Because I know there's somebody contemplating suicide tonight. There's someone going through depression tonight. There's someone crying themselves to sleep every single day because they don't feel belonged or loved.